Hey guys, what's up? A beautiful Thursday morning. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to go on this bike ride. I've rented the BENELLI 600i and there she is. And this is how it looks. The BENELLI 600i, it's an inline 4-cylinder. I've taken this bike on rent from a company called rebelrides.in and I'm super excited to ride this bike. It's got these two under seat exhausts. That looks amazing, and hopefully you guys enjoy this ride along with me. I'm going to be riding this bike. Actually, I'm going to be riding a bike after 2 years. I've not ridden the bike since the longest time. So come along with me and enjoy this ride. So I'm just warming up the bike right now. The time is 7:38 and the weather looks good so far. It's not raining. So I'm just going to wait for the bike to warm up and just hear the sound of the exhaust. I'm going to give a quick impression about my ride, and it's purely going to be based on my experience with this bike for 200 kilometers plus. I'm going to be going to this place called AHURA, which is at near Charoti Naka. It's 100 kilometers away from my place. Right, I guess the bike has more or less warmed up. So let's hit the road. Guys, if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, and you will be notified for all my future videos. So the bike feels pretty good. It's got a good pickup and it's pretty steady. Weather seems to be dry over here right now. I'm enjoying the bike ride. The mirrors are kind of useless at this moment. There's nothing much that I can see because of my riding stance probably. So this is the first time that I'm going on a bike ride after 2 years, and riding the BENELLI 600 is really giving me the thrill. But let's see what this bike can do. If you've ridden the BENELLI before, please leave your comments down below and I would love to know your views. One thing you need to keep in mind while riding in Mumbai, especially during rainy season, is the potholes. You'll find a lot of potholes during the monsoon season, and it's been there you go, you see the bad road patch. That's what I'm talking about. Potholes have been primarily the reasons for a lot of accidents and deaths in Mumbai at least. And the other thing that you need to be careful of are these buses and trucks, because they don't give a damn about riders. So as far as possible, stay away from the buses and the trucks. So I just stopped my bike to cover my bag and now I'm ready to go. Bike feels pretty nimble when it's on the 6th gear, but the moment you're at 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers per hour, the bike feels a little bit heavy and there's a lot of strain on your wrist. On my left, all the metro work is going on in full swing. Hopefully by 2019 it should be done. The shock absorbers are definitely not made for the Mumbai road, and you feel the bumps. It's not the best shock absorbers, I would say, for the Mumbai roads. The ride feels very bumpy, if you know what I mean. So we have just reached the Thaisar toll naka, and bikes don't have to pay any toll any which ways. So, I just don't seem to understand why the government of India can't make good roads. I mean, we've made such amazing technological advances over the years, and we're still stuck with these potholes, and it's so unsafe. I mean, we paid road taxes for what? I'm sorry if I'm sounding very frustrated, but I guess this is the reality. You see this road? I mean, why can't we just have good, plain, simple roads? If you feel the same, please leave your comments and what do you feel about the Mumbai roads and if it can get better. A good stretch where I've not seen a lot of potholes and hopefully there should be none ahead. So this is the road actually which goes towards Gujarat and the other side. You know what I find really scary is that you have a good stretch of road and then all of a sudden you'll find a pothole or a speed breaker. That is really scary because you're probably riding at 80 kilometers per hour and then suddenly you will get a pothole or a speed breaker which is not required. There you see this stretch, what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Bombay is still safer to ride bikes. I guess if you go up north, I've heard that it's pretty scary to ride bikes up north because the truck drivers are pretty rash and they don't give a damn. So this is supposed to be the flyover above the Bhander Creek, and by the looks of it, it doesn't look to be pretty strong enough. But I'm sure they're gonna work on it and make it better. But I don't know when will that happen. So we have a group of cyclists on my left. Nice. Good to see that. One thing I like about riding bikes is the freedom, when you feel the wind hitting your chest and the connect that you have with the road. You don't feel that when you're driving a car. I'm sure all bikers understand what I'm talking about. You only get this feeling when you're riding a bike, and that's why a lot of people enjoy riding bikes more than they enjoy driving cars. That's in my opinion. I'm so happy that it's not raining and I'm getting a good stretch of dry road because I'm not wearing any raincoat or I don't have any rain protector. All I'm wearing is my helmet, my KTM glove. I'm wearing a Nike sweatshirt and I'm wearing a t-shirt inside that. I'm wearing a jeans and a woodland shoes. I've got my backpack along with me which is covered. I've got some camera gears inside. Hopefully I should be able to take some still images once I reach AHURA, and hopefully it should not be raining over there at that time. I think I'm going to be doing this more often. My brother has a Royal Enfield Classic 500 and the next time I'm going to be taking that on a ride. So if you feel that I should explore certain locations or destinations, please comment down below and I would love to go to these places which you recommend and make some videos on that as well. I've not been to Lonavala for the longest time and I think I should go to Lonavala on my brother's Royal Enfield. Well, the reason I don't want to go to Lonavala is that to go it's pretty fine, but while you're coming back you get a whole lot of traffic when you enter back again in Mumbai, which is something that I don't like when I'm riding a bike. If I would go to Lonavala, then I would probably stay over there for a day and then leave the next day morning, like early 6 o'clock or as soon as the sun rises, and be back in Mumbai at around about 8 o'clock or 8:30 max. I should be home. So that's the kind of ride that I would enjoy. Someday I would love to do a long trip like Bombay to Goa or Bombay to Delhi or then Shimla. I've been seeing these YouTube videos of all these bike gangs and how they travel, on their bikes. It's pretty interesting. It looks pretty tiring and job, and by making those videos and doing the rides. I would definitely love to do those someday. I'm planning to buy a new bike as well. I was looking at the Kawasaki Ninja 650 2018 model, which has the dual channel ABS and the LED or the projector headlamps. The new Kawasaki Ninja looks pretty good to me. Let me know what you guys think about it. Well, I guess we are pretty close to AHURA, so that's why I'm riding from the left hand side. Yes, I can see the board on my left. It says AHURA, and my left signal indicator is on now, and I'm taking a left. There you go. You can see AHURA right in front. So there aren't any bikes today because today is a Thursday. They are generally over here on Sundays. Hey guys, so I'm outside AHURA, reached this destination, and it was a good ride. I'll give you some more details about the bike later on, and my experience with the BENELLI so far. So this is where all the bikers come for their rides. And that's the condition so far. The bike. So what Rebel Rider has done is that they have set the RPM to around 5,500 to 6,000 RPM. Above that you can't ride the bike. So it's currently going to around 110 kilometers per hour, and anything above that, it's not allowing me to go above that speed. It's kind of beating the purpose of the ride, because I thought, I could stretch the bike at least to 140, because with my Duke I could easily ride at 120, but this bike is letting me ride it only till 110 kilometers per hour. So overall I'm not pretty satisfied with the experience. I'll give you more details about that later on, and I'm gonna have some breakfast, and after that I'm going to be heading back home. So I finished my breakfast, now I'm heading back home. It should take me about 2 hours to reach home from here. Holy crap, it started to rain now, and I'm getting fully wet. That's why I'm riding a little bit slow. Well, to hell with the rains. Let's enjoy the ride. And I'm completely wet, and I'm feeling a little bit cold, but it's alright. I'm loving the fact that the roads are at least good over here. The tires of BENELLI are pretty good. It gives you a lot of confidence even on wet roads. I'm not sure how much you can see right now from my GoPro, but I hope you're enjoying the ride along with me. The weather is beautiful, and I would love to join more bikers. Actually, let me rephrase that. I would like to join more experienced bikers so that I get to learn something from them, and hopefully I get better in my riding style. I have an old school friend who has his biker community, and he organizes these bike trips on weekends. But the fact is that he organizes the bike trips on weekends, and I never get off on weekends, and that's the reason why I'm riding on a Thursday instead of a weekend. you see that? The guy was not wearing a helmet, and his wife was holding the baby. My God, how can you be so careless? I tell you, some people are insane in the membrane. So I finally reached the Fountain Hotel. This is a landmark for all bikers, and this is the gathering point. Now, my house is not pretty far from here. Should take me about 30 minutes. Well, I guess there's a flood over here. And you know, this is what I was talking earlier about bad roads. You can see the quality of the road is pathetic. I mean, why? And the bike is feeling pretty heavy, you know. Hey guys, I'm back from my ride and I've just reached home. That's where it's parked, and I'm gonna go home right now. So all in all, it's been a beautiful ride, and can't wait to go home and take a shower. Hey guys, what's up, ni hao and namaste. This is the Indian Chinese guy. I'm born and raised in Mumbai, but I'm Chinese by origin. This morning I went for a bike ride. I took the BENELLI 600i on rent. So I came across this company called rebelrides.in, which provides bikes, super bikes on rent. So they have bikes like Ducati Scrambler, Harley Davidson, the Kawasaki Ninja 650. They also have the Indian motorcycles such as the Royal Enfield 500 Classic, the Thunderbird, and they also have the Himalayan. So I chose the 600i primarily because it's an inline 4-cylinder and it's got about 85 bhp with 11,500 rpm. So I really wanted to try this bike, and I got in touch with rebelrides.in. It was for 226 rupees per hour plus 18% GST. So I took it for 12 hours. The amount approximately came up to around 4,000 bucks for 12 hours. I had the pickup and drop facility as well. What I didn't like about the bike is that, actually not about the bike, about the rebelrides.in, is that they have manipulated the RPM to only 5,000 and you can't go above that. If you try to go above 5,000 RPM, it doesn't allow you. So the max range of your speed would be somewhere around 100 kilometers per hour and not above that. So at more or less you can go to 110 kilometers per hour. Now I had a KTM Duke 200 earlier, which I used to clock around 120 kilometers per hour. So I was pretty disappointed that a 600cc bike could not go above 110 kilometers per hour, which kind of beat the whole purpose of enjoying the joyride. I wanted to go on a ride after a very long time. In fact, I've been riding a bike after 2 years. So not being able to ride above 120 was quite a bummer, and I did not enjoy the fact at all. At least the the Rebel Rides team should have informed me that they have manipulated it and that you can't go above 5,000 RPM. So I would have taken a call whether to rent the bike or not. Let's talk about the good points about the bike. The pickup is fantastic about this the bike. It's an inline 4. I love the exhaust note of this bike. I'll make you hear the exhaust note rather. I'm going to make you hear the exhaust note of the BENELLI 600, and this is how an inline 4-cylinder sounds like. So that's how the BENELLI 600 sounds like. The tank is a 17-liter tank. It's quite chunky and it's bulky. It feels good to ride on the open roads, but honestly speaking, I would never buy this bike to ride on a day-to-day basis, because this bike is extremely heavy and you will not be able to ride on a day-to-day basis in the city traffic where the traffic is bumper to bumper. The other thing that was very disappointing from rebelrides.in side was that when they gave me the bike, they said that the tank was full. And if you come over here, I'll show you that the fuel indicator is showing it's full. Okay, this is the fuel indicator, and it's showing that it's completely full. The fuel indicator is showing that it's completely full, but while I reached about 30 kilometers away from my house, the bike started giving me problems, as in, I could feel that there is no fuel in the bike. And I contacted the Rebel Rides team, and they said that you could possibly check if there is enough fuel in the bike or not. So I checked the fuel, and apparently yes, the fuel was empty. The tank was empty. I had to kind of push the bike to a certain distance to come to a petrol pump and fill the fuel. So that was a very bad experience for me. In fact, one of the clause said that they will give a full tank, and when I return the bike, I need to give a full tank back, which was a fair deal. But when I got the bike, it was the tank was absolutely empty. I mean, like I said, I reached only 30 kilometers. So I would say that there would be probably around a 1.5 liter, considering the average is about 20 kilometers per hour. So I was definitely disappointed with the entire experience. So if you are getting a bike on rent from rebelrides.in, always check the fuel when the bike is delivered. Apparently he did not show me the fuel tank, and it was my mistake also that I did not physically check the level of the petrol. The seats are pretty comfortable for long. It's quite soft, but over 2 hours, you feel your rear starts to hurt a little bit, but it's not all that bad. It's pretty comfortable. And the mirrors are almost, I would say useless, because when you're riding, it does not provide any rear view at all. So maybe you will have to adjust a little bit according to your riding position. Folks, that's it from my side. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. I'll come up with some more videos. This is the Indian Chinese guy signing out, saying chai chien, namaste, and fir milenge ek chote se break ke baad. See ya.